I can get the whole thing. You don't need to do it on your camera. I want you to
Taking a
watch
picture of
the
all the people
ceremony.
behind us.
Okay. It's a solemn occasion.
I saw your bride. I had to get a tissue. You might need one too.
Janet, are you the witness?
Hi.
I never saw it happen. I don't know.
Oh, Kelly. This is Max.
Oh, I hear music. Oh, here we go. Oh, is it? Take your son to pick up the bride.
Everyone, please be seated. Alex and Becca would like to welcome you all and thank you very, very much for coming to celebrate with them this terrific event today, which is, of course, their marriage. It's a pleasure for all of us to be here. Take a look at all the people that love and honor and respect you and want to be here today to be with you. And this is a great event in all of our lives, but most important, a great event in your life. I'd like to talk with you a little bit, if I could, about marriage, just in general, because marriage is really much more than just a symbol. It's more than just a promise. Promises are easily made and sometimes easily broken, but your marriage today is a covenant, and it's a two-way promise that you're going to make, in which you promise to each other certain things, and in return you receive other things. And this is a sacred covenant. It's a covenant before God and all of your friends and family that love and care about you and are here with you today. It allows you to achieve your full potential together, and it's a terrific event in your lives, and I applaud you for being willing to make this covenant today, this covenant of marriage. As you know, my wife and I had the opportunity to meet with you last week, and we were very impressed with the love that you feel for each other, for the unity that you have for each other. And you expressed to me, you particularly, Alex, expressed to me your feeling that together there was nothing that you couldn't conquer if you locked arms and approached a task together. And this marriage just symbolizes that ability to do that. You both asked that I tell a quote from an author, and I have to say I don't think I've ever been at a wedding where this author has been quoted before, but the author is Edgar Allan Poe, and he said, "They loved with a love that was more than love." And as my wife and I met with you and we talked with you, we really felt that love that you feel for each other that was more than love. It was respect, it was honor, it was appreciation, and it was more than just pure love. And we were really touched to see that feeling that you had for each other. If you honor this covenant that you make this day, that love will only continue to grow. I'd like to offer just a couple of words of advice before we have the ceremony. Let me start with a story. It seems that there was a man that lived a really good life, and God appeared to him and said, "You've lived such a good life, I'm going to grant you any wish that you want. Any wish that you want." And he said, and he thought about it, and he says, "You know, I've always wanted to go to Hawaii, but I get really seasick when I go on a boat. I'm scared to death to fly. Could you build a bridge to Hawaii?" And God said, "That is such a ridiculous request from someone like yourself. Of all the things you could have asked for, you asked for something silly like that. I'm going to come back tomorrow and rethink this." So God appears to him the next day, and the guy says, "I've thought about it. You know, I've never understood women. I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know how to understand women. Could you help me to understand them?" And God said, you want 2 lanes or 4 lanes on that bridge? Now, the purpose of that joke is not that to show that our women are hard to understand. That's kind of a given. But the purpose of that is that the process of understanding is crucial to a good relationship, of trying to understand each other. Stephen Covey, who wrote a book that's called The 7 Habits of Highly Successful People, said, try to understand before you attempt to be understood. And I would give you that advice, that you try to understand each other's point of view before you try to be understood. And as you do that, you'll be able to have success in your marriage. Another small point, and this is a true story, not a joke. Some of you may have been to Zion National Park, and there's a hike there called Angel's Landing. And it's a pretty difficult hike. It takes 2 or 3 hours to go up there. My wife and daughter and I went up to the top. And the last part of it, you actually climb this narrow spine about 6 feet wide, using chains to hold on to, and it's a long drop, like a 1,000-foot drop on each side. And then you get up to the very top. Well, we got up to the top, and there was a wedding party there. And they were taking all of their wedding pictures up there at the top. I got to talking with them, and the bride had forgotten her veil. And the husband, the fiance, they hadn't married yet, hiked all the way back down to the car, got the veil, and hiked back up again, simply because she had forgotten it. He was a terrific guy. Alex, I would encourage you to be that guy. that type of person that will swim through shark-infested waters if Becca wants a glass of lemonade. Something that can be done to, that to serve and to honor her. Life is going to deal some hard times, perhaps. Kids will come and go. Hopefully they go sometimes. And you'll have some illnesses and some sickness. There might be money and possessions and things of this world, but those can come and go. But what you'll always have through all of this is you'll have each other. And you'll have the love that you feel today that you can grow and nurture. And as you show compassion and softness and kindness to each other, then you'll develop some deep roots of your love that no winds of adversity can topple over. A very wise man, Solomon, said, "A soft answer turneth away wrath." And any time that you're feeling the need to be maybe a little snippety with each other, think of a soft answer, and it'll turn away that wrath, and it'll dispel that. What a terrific gift that you're about to receive, this covenant of marriage. And again, I applaud you for it, and we'll get on, and I'll quit talking and let you do that, okay? Now, you have your own vows, so we'll start off, and Becca, we'll start with you, okay? I'm going to give you the microphone.
Well done.
Dear Alex, it took me longer to write this than it did to know that I loved you. I very quickly realized that I love your smile and your creativity. I love your kindness and sensitivity. I love your passion and how shy you get when I tell you how wonderful you are. I love your confidence and your strength, but most of all, I love your heart and how you always make me feel loved. I'm so blessed to have you in my life. I never thought that I would be here getting married, so this all frightened me. But every time I was scared, the only person I wanted to run to for help was you. That's how I knew it was going to work, and that's how I knew we were going to work. So I promise to love you with all my heart and soul. I promise to support you in all your dreams and triumphs, and to comfort you through any setbacks. I promise to remind you each day how much you mean to me, and to make you feel like the beautiful person that I see every time I look at you. I promise to approach each day like an adventure, and to go with you wherever life takes us. I promise to love you even when you frustrate me, and I promise to always kiss you goodnight. I'm so grateful to have you as my love, my partner, my teammate, my one and only. I love you a million.
Should we clap? Just kidding.
I thought I put it in my pocket. Oh, there we are. I already lost one thing today. Sort of. Rebecca, since the day we met, I've felt more at home than I ever have. With you, my faith and heavy heart found the true meaning of love, and for that I thank you endlessly. I had spent the better part of my life being cut down because of who I am. Instead of turning away, you took me by the hand and showed me beauty in the unique snowflake that everyone can be. And as I fall further and further for you each day, I'd like to take this moment to promise you a few things before I splatter on the ground. I promise to remind you every day that you are unbearably beautiful, inside and out, and everything in between. Like a really good cookie. I promise to remain at your side through times of challenge and great controversy, no matter what cost. And I promise to show you that you are worth every moment of your time on earth, because I believe more than anything that you will make differences to change the world just as you've changed mine. You will always be my greatest love, my best friend, and the center of my universe. I can't wait to paint a picture of our happy and wonderful new future together. I love you, Alex.
What beautiful vows. Now the state requires me to say a couple of things. So if you could join hands and face each other. And your vows are much better than what the state says. Becca, will you take Alexander David Van Brash as your lawfully wedded spouse, and will you love, honor, and comfort him through good times and bad, for better and for worse, throughout all the days of your life? And Alex, will you take Rebecca Louise Steele as your lawfully wedded spouse, and will you love, honor, and comfort her through good times and bad, for better and for worse, throughout all the days of your life? By the power invested in me by the state of California, and inasmuch as Becca and Alex have consented together in marriage and pledged their love and faithfulness before God and these witnesses, I now pronounce you, Rebecca and Alexander Van Brash, husband and wife. Feel free to have your first married kiss.
Yay! Nice.
Do you have rings? These rings are symbolic of your marriage. They're made out of a very precious material, just like each of you are precious, and they have no end, and they have no beginning. It's an endless circle that goes around and around and around, just like the hope is that your relationship will be one endless circle of love and kindness towards each other. So go ahead and put the rings on each other's hands. You've developed a tremor. There's medicine for that. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mr. and Mrs. Van Brash.
Yay! Woo!
The next step is there's going to be some family pictures, and the rest of us can go over and sit in the shade and get some food.
All right.
Thank you very much.
You're supposed to walk arm in arm down the aisle there, buddy. There you go. There you go. Come on, honey, me go down the middle too.
Yeah, it was beautiful cookie. A good one.
Okay.
Get down here that often. Thank you.
What do you think? Good?